Welcome everybody to YappingWalters. I'm your host Walter, and today we have a guest. Introduce yourself.
Hello! I am Ditto Disto Pigeon, your mimic on the internet. It is very nice to meet you. I am a variety streamer on Twitch, that purple site.
Why everybody keeps calling it the purple? So why they just don't call it Twitch? That's weird. I don't know. Anyways, good to have you here. You said you are varied. You stream a lot of things. That sounds weird. A lot of games, I presume.
Yes, I've a lot, many.
What kind of, if you wanna open it up?
All right. I mean, my current favorite game is actually Deadlock. But I do a lot of survival games, a lot of they call it friend slop these days. I do a lot of those sorts of games. Sandbox. Recently I got invited on a Minecraft SMP, so that's been exciting.
That's fair.
But mostly it's just survival games, because that's my little special little niche.
Yeah, that works. Survival games. I see. What survival game do you like the most?
I'd say that my favorite survival game is most likely The Long Dark. That one's a bit of, I think, an older one, actually. Not like super old, but it was a pretty popular game when I was younger.
Depends who you ask. If you ask a 14-year-old, I believe they started the Kickstarter for Long Dark 2012. They released it to early access 2014, and a week ago, I believe, it got the final episode of its story mode.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe it's been on Steam for 12 years. Yeah, 12 years ish.
Yeah, a bit of an old girl.
I wouldn't personally. Again, I wouldn't call 14-year-old game old, because there are games that like goddamn. To me, like the first Super Mario game is old.
See, to me, the first Super Mario game's ancient, so we got slightly different metrics, I believe.
And the thing is, I'm a baby. I was born in 2003.
Oh, you're younger than me?
Yeah, and
what the hell?
And the thing is, I see an old. If we're talking in generally an old, I'm saying like if you're above 70, then you're old. But if you're like 50, no, you're not old. You're middle aged.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from my perspective, it's video games have changed so drastically over time that a lot of while they still hold up 100%, a lot of technology has definitely advanced way past where they started.
Yeah, from what I have heard, from what I have tested, I did test a little bit of Unreal Engine 4, but I'm a mainly Unreal Engine 5 dev. And yes, I get Unreal Engine gets a lot of shit, but that's again devs not using the tools the right way, let's say that way. But like you can see clearly like NES games compared to like a Nintendo Switch 2 or a PS5 game, you can see the differences. It doesn't mean there are like a newer game is better than the old game.
Oh yeah.
But I will actually counter this opinion by if it depends on it depends on what the game is. An older open world game is not as good as a newer one, I would say, because there's a lot of more stuff in the newer ones, like a 2000s, like early 2000s, an open world game is not as good of than like a Witcher 3, for example, or Cyberpunk. I know Cyberpunk had a rough launch, but that game.
Oh, that was that. Oh, I wish they would have left it that bugged. It was beautiful. I played it on launch day. It was gorgeous. I had a guy driving inside of another guy going down the street. Beautiful.
Yep. And like, again, technology that will improve, of course. But again, it depends on the dev or devs what kind of a game they are making. If they are making a mess of a game, it's gonna be a mess of a game no matter what.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but like a good, better older one, I would say, or to me, they are like Final Fantasies are better. The older ones are better. But I think I have played only 2, and those are Final Fantasy 7 and 8, I believe, or 9. 8. It's been 10 years since I played those, but still, the point is, older games are better in certain way, and newer games are certain way better. It depends what you like. Games are opinion based. So
yes, very much so. They are an art form, so they're very subjective.
Yeah, like your recommendation for a game is different than mine because tastes are different. Like I like open world games, you like survival games. There's a difference.
We got different needs.
But Valheim, everybody play that. It's just Valheim is a hell of a cozy. I actually would kind of say that it's kind of like a good mix of Stardew Valley and Souls. Like the Souls like me comes from the freaking combat because it's similar, but like the building your village, gathering your materials and that stuff, that's like kind of it is cozy. Exploring dungeon is kind of cozy, but at the same time really stressful if you don't have goddamn poison potions in wherever the slimes are, etc. But Valheim, good. Long Dark, Long Dark is the best Canadian Finnish winter simulator that you can play. Because
I loved it. It reminds me of growing up in Montana, actually.
Because holy hell, those winter storms in Long Dark are quite accurate.
Yes.
And now that they are actually doing a sequel, finally, with co-op, finally, by the way.
It's gonna be beautiful. Hopefully.
And what I have seen from, to be fair, there's only been one trailer about it, because I believe they revealed it like the last Game Awards, I think. And it's supposed to be going to early access like this year. So hopefully it's as good as the first one or better. My view of sequels, just do the game but 10 to 20% better. I'm happy with them. And also another game that sadly has been going into a little bit of a rough state thanks to the publisher, and everybody can probably guess what game I'm talking about. But Subnautica 2, I'm still excited for that.
I'm excited. I'm scared. I've heard they're really going into it now, but it was getting really scary for a minute there.
Yeah, let's just say Crafton is kind of an ass. Luckily, I believe they are rehiring the guys they fired.
Yeah, I think the case was more trouble than it was worth.
Yeah, and I understand business-wise not wanting to pay like 250 million to a company because because it's a lot of money. But it was in the contract when Crafton bought Unknown Worlds, I believe. So just makes it right. Also, the game Subnautica 2, I believe, is the most wishlisted game currently on Steam, I believe.
Yes.
So it is gonna make money no matter what. So pay up, devs, please.
Yeah, literally, they're working so hard.
I hate that AI has become so goddamn annoying term now because there is actually good AI in games. Like there are differences between AI. There are the generative AIs, like generating an asset for a game or generating an art piece. That's Gen AI. Then there's the normal normal AI, like enemy AI or AI like AI system for the weather or like that. So what like this enemy AI for the Kraken thing? It's not a Kraken, but big ass squid. That what I have heard, it's similar to Xenomorph from Alien Isolation. It has like 3 types of behavior systems, and it's quite advanced. But I have seen, and I do like that. My hope for Subnautica 2, this was my hope for the first one, that they made basically Baldur's Gate 3's modding system for the game. AK, it has a it has a mod downloader system inside of the game, so you don't have to go to Nexus mod and download and mess up with the files. I know it's quite easy with tutorials, but still, it's with Baldur's Gate 3. If anybody has played the game, it's just download the mod and bada bing bada boom, it works.
Yeah.
It's better that. Please make it that happen. What would you say is underrated of an underrated game? What would be that?
Oh god, this is probably going to I have a special a game that is very special and close to my heart called Shotgun Farmers. I love it. It's still getting updates to this day. It's my most precious game ever. And no one plays it.
It has 7,000 reviews on Steam, so it just looks.
It's so goofy, but I love the fact that any shot you miss in that game is potential for more ammo, because you grow your own ammo.
This looks fun.
so you can be very strategic with the shots you take and the shots you miss, and I like it.
Yeah, that's fair, and it looks goofy as hell.
Yeah, it's a very silly game.
I do have few in mind. If anybody wants a superhero game that is not Marvel or DC and has a good writing, hell of a good writing, play Dispatch. Just saying that game's story amazing, characters amazing. Main character is Jesse Pinkman. Freaking Aaron Paul. I imagined he would. When I played the game first, I imagined he wouldn't be doing as a great of a voice acting, because sometimes celebrities, aka Megan Fox in Diablo 4, was not on Diablo, on Mortal Kombat was ass.
Yeah.
And there are other examples, but he did a fantastic job. But it's a Telltale styled game, so if you like those, play that. It's $30, I believe, on Steam, and it is good. It is really good of a game, and I'm hoping for season 2. Hades. It's not a really underrated. If you want an easier roguelike, play that. It's really good.
It's good, and it's got so much replayability. Necessary replayability.
Yeah, I think I have around 70 hours so far, and
yep,
it's good. There's a lot of, you can play that whenever after the story you have beaten the story. There's still a lot of things to do. Yeah, it's fun. It is really fun, and sometimes quite a bit of a challenge with the later bits of the game. And because I'm a sucker for post-apocalyptic stories, Metro games. Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, Metro Exodus, and Metro Awakening. Metro Awakening I will only recommend if you have VR, because it's only a VR game. But
interesting.
It is a good VR game. It will scare the shit out of you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. If people know post-apocalyptic games, they probably know Fallout. Fallout is more dark comedic, but when you play Metro, you realize this is just depressing as hell. and the world of Metro is so interesting, and I have read the books. They are fantastic because the games are based on books. Ooh. And also both stories are written, and every game and every book, mainline book I mean, are written by the same guy. The book author.
That's the best.
Yeah, the book author is co-writing has been co-writing the games as well.
That's beautiful.
He is involved with he is currently involved with the games, and he has been involved with the games, which amazing, which I want more. But yeah, it's that like Metro games series for me has a soft spot because it has everything that I need from a post-apocalyptic story, and it's quite, I would say, quote unquote, quite realistic if you take all the freaking mutants and that off. Again, it's just depressing.
Right.
It's just depressing. And Artyom's story, if you ever decide to play, I cried after Exodus.
Oh.
And
so it's that way.
Yeah, it is quite, because it's a game. It's a trilogy of a game series that if you're interested in the story and you go in depth, you'll get to see why Artyom is such a good of a main character, even though he doesn't speak in games, which is annoying, but whatever. But the traumas and everything that he goes in, and like the first two are quite generic-esque gameplay-wise. I mean, because they built game like 2014, 2013, so you can thank Call of Duty inspiring the gameplay loop. But Exodus is kind of wow. Exodus is perfect example of why RTX is worth it.
Right.
Metro Exodus is one of the best looking games with RTX on. That's one of the rarest games where RTX, if you have an NVIDIA card or anybody has an NVIDIA card, that game takes every advantage of it. Luckily.
Oh, and it's so beautiful.
And the best thing is it still holds up 7 years late.
Yeah.
Which is not always the case.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Mass Effect Andromeda. If you want to have nightmares, look at Mass Effect Andromeda. Holy hell, that game looks not good.
Oh.
If anybody has seen the meme, my face is started, it's from that. It's from that. And
it's a looker.
Yeah, but again, it's made by BioWare, but published by EA, and most of the time, not most of the time, but good amount of times, big studios, doesn't matter is it Activision or Activision Blizzard, EA, actually Rockstar is a different thing, but if like most AAA studios like to mess up with the development for some reason, I don't know why, except with Take-Two and Rockstar, because Take-Two just lets Rockstar cook in their own, which to be fair, they deserve it. It's not like GTA. Yes. I believe GTA 5 is the most second. So it's the second most selling game, I believe, behind Minecraft. And well, to be very Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be the most selling game.
Once it finally releases.
Do you think it's gonna have do you think do you think it's gonna have another delay?
Probably is.
It is a possibility, but this has happened before with Red Dead Redemption 2. I believe Red Dead was delayed like 3 times, and GTA 6 has now been delayed like 3 times or 4 times. But I think it's gonna release this year. I'm quite sure. And
I mean, as long as it's good, they can take as long as they want.
Yeah, but the problem is with GTA 6, it's the problem with like it is most hyped game of ever. So no matter what, it's gonna be a disappointment to a lot of people because it doesn't have this or this or this or this. It's just that game has so many of expectations. So I'm interested to see how it fills them basically.
That's very similar boat to where Elder Scrolls is.
Yeah, don't get me started on Bethesda. I hate that company. Because Ubisoft is bad most of the time. Don't get me wrong, but tell me another studio that breaks their game for a year and 9 months and releases a way too expensive of an edition for TV show fans, and also breaks the mods.
Yep.
And also, like, please, Bethesda, hire a better writer. Don't again. I just hate Bethesda basically.
That's so fair.
Yeah, I do like Fallout IPs. I like as an idea, and that Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorites. So it is one of the best games that I played. And Elder Scrolls Skyrim is a good chunk food sandbox game basically, because you'll have it's basically playing to your power fantasy, I would say. Just go in the world and do quests and build your have fun as a dragon boy and that.
Yeah, you can just do whatever you want there and keep you busy.
It's not like it's. And again, if you want a good story game, don't play Skyrim. Play Witcher 3. Please, CDPR, don't screw Witcher 4. I beg of you, please.
Please.
Witcher 4 is, for me, basically a GTA 6.
Real.
Yeah, because like all the things I have seen, and I trust CDPR after them. Yeah, I know mess of Cyberpunk was on launch mess, but after Phantom Liberty, one of the best expansions. If you want a James Bond-esque of a game, it's another game basically.
Yeah.
Play that, and they fixed Cyberpunk. Basically fixed. Of course, there's still bugs, but anyways, they for me they reclaimed the trust that they have. Also, CDPR's recruitment team. Can you read my application, please? I've been waiting for that. But yeah, yeah. Since we talk about underrated games, what is an overrated game or a game franchise?
Oh boy. I don't have many negative opinions of games just because I find value in all of them. Call of Duty has I want to okay, there are some good Call of Duty games. There is so much fucking Call of Duty, and it is warped the way everyone makes shooter games. And it does, and there are so many better shooter games in the world.
Yeah, that's fair.
Call of Duty is a fun game, and it is like it's cool. It's very cool the way it is. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I play Call of Duty, I just get the fucking claymore and then just run around with it and smack people.
I get the problem with Call of Duty. It's mainly the problem with Call of Duty is over micro. There's way too many microtransactions. There's battle. By the way, it's a paid game. Yeah, there is Warzone, which is free to play, but if you pay in Europe, it's $80, but on States it's I believe $70. But if you pay, let's say, $80 or $100 for the special edition, which is way too much if you ask me, it's still a basically free to play game because it has battle pass, it has event battle pass, then it has a store bundles that are $30 most of the time, $30 with AI slop, by the way, in there, which I will not upload.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, because you can thank Microsoft for that. Thanks, Microslop. and it has the most annoying matchmaking that I know. It's basically 2 matches good, 3 matches ass, where you get basically freaking killed by every 10 seconds because the player skill is way too high in those matches.
Yes.
But and also the yearly release. Do we need it?
God, yeah.
Do we need it?
Just update your fucking game.
And I know like Call of Duty has like sub series like Black Ops, Modern Warfare, Vanguard, Infinity Ward, Advanced Warfare. But yeah, most of the time it's basically a Modern Warfare or Black Ops. Like, come, do something. First of all, do something different. I don't know. Give me a Unga Bunga Call of Duty. I don't care. Like, ugh. But yeah. And also like the problem again, if you wanna unlock stuff, you have to pay. Use your credit card.
Hand over your money.
Yep.
Pretty please.
But again, paying $30 for a slop.
No, thank you. No. I'd rather just play Shotgun Farmers.
Yep. What would be an overrated game? Well, I'm not gonna name for me, and obviously, okay, Bethesda's games, in my opinion, are overrated as hell because they don't have they don't have a good story most of the time. Fortnite, nope, because that's still. I still thank them for creating basically. I believe they didn't create, but they are the most known for the Battle Pass, and I would still take Battle Pass rather than loot boxes. Just saying.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Even though Battle Pass has its problems. What games I would say are overrated? Assassin's Creed are kind of overrated, but I do still like them somewhat. Far Cry's are meh.
Oh my god, I forgot about Far Cry.
And okay, obviously, sports games. Most of the sports games are the same. They have the same code, same graphics, same player base, same like actual players, but maybe a rating or 2 higher. And they are basically Call of Duty but worse with the monetizations. Because how the hell you are a professional player? And I think I have heard this. I don't know for sure, but I have heard this that professional players spend like 10,000 on the game. That's like on like getting a good team. That's not how the professional should work. Like think of a CS Counter-Strike. They do spend a lot on the game, like professional players, but that's not the necessary thing. They are only for skins, and the skins are just a cosmetic thing. They don't make you a better player or anything like that. They just spend on the game because they want. But an goddamn FIFA Pro has to spend a lot of money to be a pro basically on the game. It's why?
At that rate, just start making your own basketball team, IRL.
Yep. Oh my god. What? Because you already said a good recommendation. What other games you will be recommending for people?
Let me look. I'm looking at my Steam list right now. I really, really, granted, the devs for them aren't really good, or not the devs, but the company who carry them is not very good, and the devs do outright encourage you to pirate their media. But Disco Elysian.
Oh, is the publisher
yummy?
Not good.
Yes, the publisher is very I don't quite remember the details, but it's gotten to the point where the devs have just straight out encouraged you to just pirate it. But the story itself is very, very intriguing.
It's So I would assume it because it's made by the same, it's published and developed by the same guys. So I would assume the devs that are speaking against it have left the company.
Probably, yes.
Or fired, something like that.
Probably fired, actually. I can look it up real quick.
But yeah, Disc Illusion, I have heard a lot of good things about it.
It's a very it's a very interesting game. The art style is like super unique. Well, unique to me. But I really like the way that that it's kind of structured like a tabletop RPG. I enjoy that quite a lot.
I believe top view is the correct, I think. It looks like a Baldur's Gate 3 camera angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, top view. Yeah, I think top view is basically. But yeah, I've been meaning to take a look for those, but I just haven't for some reason.
Oh yeah, the devs were fired.
Yeah. Okay.
That tracks.
Okay.
But besides that one, I would also highly recommend Deadlock if you have the time to sink into practicing the characters and figuring out how the game works in general.
And good luck getting into a playtest. Because I think you need a friend code from a friend or something like that.
I will throw you a friend code.
If I would be interested, but because MOBAs aren't exactly my favorite, and it's a MOBA-esque shooter-esque.
Yeah, I'm not usually a fan of MOBAs, but I really like the way this one is. Just the flow of it is very nice. Also, the characters and the lore are yummy.
Yep. But like the only MOBA that I do sometimes play is Smite or Smite 2 because it has gods, and I do like Norse mythology. I do like Greek I do like all kinds of ancient gods and that stuff, and the game has of it. And it's if I remember correctly, Smite 2 is better for newer players or players who aren't exactly don't play MOBAs. But I do. That's the only MOBA that I basically play. Except if you do nowadays count Overwatch kind of it, because it has perks and that stuff. But yeah, Smite 2 is the only MOBA that I usually do play, and with a buddy, because I suck at it.
Real.
If anybody has a VR headset, Beat Saber. That's not a
Beat Saber.
And modded version, because hell no, I'm paying for all the goddamn songs. I've already paid 5 on the 5 DLCs on PlayStation when I had to unload the VR thing on the console, but nope, I'm not paying.
Thank you.
Nope. If anybody is a Nintendo player, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Three Houses, please make a movie about that, because that fits and works so well. If you're looking more of a classic Hunting Crowd, if somebody wants to play a cancelled Resident Evil 4 version, Hunting Crowd is one of those. Hunting Crowd it's a early 2000, I believe 2005 semi-horror game. Think of an original Resident Evil style, like set camera angles. The main character cannot fight, basically. To be fair, she's basically a normal girl in a goddamn horror setup.
She's just trying to live.
Basically it's like that, and I do like the story. It's been a while. It's been like 6, 7, 8, 9 years when I played it. So it's gonna be interesting whenever I'm waiting a port from the PC because emulating sometimes sucks.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. If anybody wants basically a single player MMO, play Crimson Dawn. It's basically a single player MMO.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is worth it. It's not a game for everybody, but I would recommend everybody to look gameplay videos and see if the game is for you. Since you're a VTuber, or VTuber, what projects you would like to be in? It can be anything.
What projects? I am slowly amassing the knowledge required for doing covers and doing song covers and song work. That's a kind of a long term. On my channel itself, I am actually have been putting together a D&D game that plays live. And eventually it's going to get to the point where we're going to be able to invite other streamers, other VTubers in to play with us and make their own characters and join in the fun a little bit, and then we send them on their way. And the hope for the future is it's going to be a campaign that the viewers can also engage in. Currently the only thing we have right now is channel point redeems, so they can impose a natural 20 or a natural 1 depending on how much they love or hate the characters. But they can impose various like either fails or passes on their rolls. But eventually I want them to be able to influence like the various artifacts and weapons they'll come across, the terrain of certain areas, and just stuff like that. I wanna be able to bring D&D, which is considered like a very tedious game that you have to really invest in, and kind of make it a little bit more fun and accessible, so people who want to be invested in a story can be fully invested in that story, but people who just want to like have fun, hang out, and listen to a couple idiots trying to convince a very powerful man that there is a gas leak in his building. I want them to be able to enjoy both sides of D&D, both the goofy and the serious sides.
Yeah, even though I'm not a biggest fan of D&D, just because I've never got into that. But that sounds fair. And that's if you have heard Critical Role, it sounds similar to that, but a different way.
Yeah.
Because again, I know only the only thing that I know about Critical Role is it has a lot of good voice actors in it, and it's a D&D campaigns slash.
They got my man Travis Willingham in there.
Yeah, they have Laura Bailey, they have Matthew Mercer, Sam Riegel, Ashley Young, the Ellie's voice actor from The Last of Us is Ellie's voice actor.
Yeah.
I forget her last name, but yeah, that sounds good. And to be fair, it's a long-term plan. Like you said, I think. So step by step, I would say.
Step by step, a little bit at a time.
For me, first of all, launch the game that I've been working on. Working on. Then after its early access period ends, probably a couple of years. Then after that, make a lore book, sell that. Then contact a studio or another studio to make a smaller game, because I want this game that I'm working on to be basically a Fallout competitor because it's an open world post-apocalyptic survival game.
Ooh.
Set in because there is not a game. There's not a single game. There is games but they're based on taking place on my home country, but there's not a lot. This is especially a game that there's no game that is basically taking place in a Finnish city like in Helsinki or Turku or anything like that in a nuclear winter. There's no game basically taking place in that setting. So I'm taking that. It is on a fictional city. You can thank copyright. I don't want to deal with that.
Fair.
Because Call of Duty, I believe it was Call of Duty got sued by few places because it was taking a place in a real life place and a real life city. I believe Amsterdam. I think in Amsterdam they made a few cafe places that were too realistic looking like them. So they sued them and they had to like change the whole map, and that wasn't on the launch. So that's I wanna avoid. But yeah, I want that to be hitting the ground up and because I want more competition for Fallout to be better, and I want that it is a game that I basically do all by myself. Yeah, it is. Somebody could say, is it a suicide to do an open world game by yourself? Yeah, in hindsight it is, but it's a game that I wanna make. Simple as that.
Yeah. So like, you're gonna do it whether you have help or not. Might as well do it.
Yeah, and also you can thank the day before that game was a scam and sucked. So I was like, fuck's sake, I'm gonna do this my own.
I gotta do it myself.
Yeah. And I'm already done. I'm already doing quite a bit like lore wise because I'm writing the lore. I'm doing all. Except I'm not yet doing the music because I cannot play instruments.
Oh, real?
And I'm not an orchestral because I would like to few orchestral tracks over there, but I cannot do orchestral music with all the singing and all that. I could do some parts of it, like if I'm playing a simple instrument, but that's fate. That would be just dumb. It's better to hire an actual orchestra for that, but with my current salary, nope. Again, it's better to. It's better that the plan that I have now is better than freaking taking $1 million of freaking $5 million of a loan.
Yeah.
No, because if you take that big of a loan, you're gonna be fucked if you don't get the project round up and it pays the thing. No. No.
Bankrupt forever.
No, thank you. I don't wanna be the guy who got sued by Nintendo and he has to pay like 40 million.
No, thank you.
No. And yeah, lore book, because I think every game should have a lore book. Every story game. I don't want every game to have a lore book because like a Peak doesn't have that much lore or Little Company. But like Witcher 3, I would like to see Iron Lung, a smaller lore book, because that game has quite a bit of a storytelling. And the movie was also great.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed have a lot. I think they have actually a lore book because the lore actually is quite deep.
I think they've got a couple lore books at this point.
Baldur's Gate 3, Batman Arkham series, etc. I want more games to have a lore book.
I want more books.
Yeah, that's quite easy to get. Just search up books that you're interested, or the genres that you're interested in. Simple as that. But yeah, that game I want to release, and that's basically what I'm doing. All others are the side projects that I do, because if I want to do something else, because sometimes I have been burning out from the game a few times. That also got restarted because I wanted to change the vision and yada yada. But yeah, that basically is the main project that I'm doing. Only content creation is a side hobby, because why the hell not?
Right.
And I'm also it's a good hobby to study game development, because why not?
Yeah.
That if you study, I always recommend people to start studying on your own something, because that might turn to a job, for example, on something that you really like. Yeah, fucking watching it. If you say your hobby is watching animes, that doesn't really help. But something like something productive, like maybe you learn drawing, and you get hired as a, I don't know, graphic designer, for example, or something like, or as a graphic for like a DC or Marvel or something like that. I don't know. That might be a useful, or you learn coding. That might be a helpful tool, because coding is a quite needed job. Or anything in general. If you learn something productive in any field, you can turn that, if you want, to a job.
Yeah.
Some people,
you can a lot of things that feel like useless little hobbies to some people actually are very versatile.
Yeah, and they might learn skills from there that might come in handy later. Like, again, coding might be one of the example. Doing lumber, cutting trees might be a good hope. And like there's different stuff that you can learn, basically.
Oh yeah.
What thing you hate about games?
What do I
From
about?
let's take from the obvious, like way too much of microtransactions, buggy messes. It's like take the obvious ones out, because duh.
Yeah. I guess it's less about the games and about the communities they collect sometimes. That often kind of gets on my nerves. Or not like gets on my nerves, but causes a bit of friction. I personally I maybe this is a unique opinion, but I personally don't like booting up a game for the first time, getting on, trying out multiplayer, and then getting called 37 slurs because I don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, I with multiplayer games, I don't even go to voice nowadays. I cannot be bothered.
No, it's not worth it anymore.
And if somebody starts complaining about my skills or how I play, I just type in chat. I don't have the energy to argue with children. I type that every time, because I don't have the energy. I don't. If I wanna play. First of all, or you can basically respond to this way. I downloaded the game. I can play however I want. Simple as that. Or I bought the game and I can play however I want. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Devs not realizing that, devs not understanding that their opinions are wrong. What I mean by that is devs not taking actual good criticism towards their game.
Yep.
looking at you, High Guard. or like any game that devs are like, it's player's fault.
Yeah.
First of all, this is not a business school, but telling your customer that he's wrong is one of the dumbest mistakes you can do.
Yeah, easiest way to alienate your player base.
Yeah, you don't have to go to business school to realize that. And yeah, of course, like buggy messes, it's that I hate. Everybody hates those. And I hate. I'm not gonna go to. No, actually, no. That's not because that's way too of a dumb. No. Saying gay, downplaying somebody else's excitement. I hate.
God, yeah.
Is not like, is somebody excited for Elder Scrolls 6? Good for them. I'm not gonna downplay your excitement.
Yeah,
Again,
like it makes you, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Like it's not hurting anyone in the world.
Yeah, and I'm saying always, I'm happy for the people who are excited for this, even though it's not probably for me. Like, I'm always happy that people are excited for games because this medium, aka gaming, is for me and for a lot of things, for a lot of people, the best medium out there. And there are really good stories in games that I grew up loving, and I still love them, and I have cried, and all the characters, all the stories that I've grown to love is thanks to games, and I'm always happy if a person, if anybody is excited for the game X. I just hate if somebody's like, "Oh, this game is gonna be mid as hell. Why the hell you're excited?" or whatever. Or
yeah, like why do you care? If it's good enough for me, that's what matters.
And the best opinion / argument I have heard, if you really like the game, don't go to social media because that will downplay your excitement or you're being happy to play the game. It goes it goes to mediocre with enough time, then it goes to you hating that game, etc. Like, no. Stay out.
I think that's honestly true of any medium.
Yeah.
Anime, games, fucking
movies or anything.
The live action for One Piece, everyone was bitching and crying and moaning, and it's like, I don't care. I'm excited.
Yeah, and that actually reminds me. If there is a live action to be made, like I didn't care that much of One Piece live action because I didn't care about the anime, but I'm happy that the creator is happy. Like Oda, I believe, is happy with the live action because he casted.
Oh yeah.
Like the thing is, if the original creator is happy with the work, that's good enough for me. Like, I know people hated, a good amount of people hated Attack on Titan's ending. For me, if Hajime Isayama is happy with the ending, I'm happy because for me the Attack on Titan's ending is basically pitch perfect. That's how I imagine it ending, because the cycle of the cycle of humans going to war, and cycle didn't never stop in yada yada. Anybody please watch Attack on Titan. That it's the best anime ever created. Second is for me Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then Code Geass. Like the top for me, top 3 is Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Code Geass, and then Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
The thing, like what I like about Apothecary Diaries is it's 14th century, 15th century China, basically. It's not technically it's not a romance, but there is romance. It's more or less slow burn. It's not like a typical. It's not a typical, but it's not like your typical harem show where one girl falls in love like with snap of a finger to the main character. There is actually a story behind it and actual reasons why characters do stuff, and in there they have good dialogue, which is sometimes quite rare. Freaking with, I know shonen manga gets this wrong. Like the dialogue sometimes in shonen animes are really dumb. Or to be fair, harem animes are meant for that they have a dumbass dialogue, and they're most of the time dumbass animes, but
they're made to be that way, and it's charming in its own right. But I love the way Apothecary Diaries handles its characters.
Yeah, because they feel actual characters. They feel like actual human beings. Like and also like every anime that I said, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Code Geass, Attack on Titan, and Apothecary Diaries, they don't have filler. Which is huge plus, because I hate filler. Sorry, I dislike filler. There are episodes of certain filler episodes that I do like. Like
there's some good filler. Yeah. I grew up on Naruto. I know bad filler.
for me, an anime is kind of a bad if you have to look up a guide where to skip the filler.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
it's. I get it to an extent because like there at least I get it with older anime.
yeah.
Newer ones have no excuse. But like with older anime, it makes sense that sometimes they needed to like fill in spots. But it also is like you could have waited.
Yep.
You should have just waited instead of investing everything in this anime right now and
Yep.
and forcing the manga author to work at breakneck speeds.
Yep.
And yeah.
And also, like, one problem with animes is some of the manga / light novels get adapted too quickly. I believe the Evil Saga of Tanya got adapted way too fast because it didn't have enough source material. Thank God we are getting second season because Evil Saga of Tanya is one of the better isekais.
I was shocked when I heard that they were getting a second season because I feel like it's been out for a while.
2017.
2007. Damn, almost 10 years. I can't speak. I'm a Madoka Magica fan. I've been waiting 12.
And also, finally, we are getting second season of No Game, No Life.
Oh yeah, that's one I like 100% didn't expect.
And the thing is, luckily it wasn't on April Fool's, so it is an actual thing. And also, like, there are like isekai animes. I'm taking an isekai because it's freaking the genre that I remember the most. That, like, there are animes of isekai animes that have it one season, and after 9 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, they finally get the second season. I'm like, why? One reason is a studio, any kind, wants to take a stab of it, and maybe it gets them more money, something like that. Of course, like they are business after all; they have to make money. Then, like, duh. Maybe the other reason is the manga owner, light novel owner, or whatever. However this goes, I don't know. Maybe sells to a studio the second season pitch. Maybe is better than the first season, or maybe the studio just wants to make them. I don't know. This happens sadly too often that animes that have only one season, usually the second season is better, but the first season didn't sell enough, or it didn't have big enough of a fan base. So it doesn't get a second season, which sucks. Which sucks real bad.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm again. The point what I was making with creators being happy. Again, if the creator is happy, I'm happy.
Exactly.
Like Solo Leveling's creator is happy with the anime. That should be enough. To be fair, Solo Level. Oh yeah, Solo Level is probably my fifth favorite anime. Mainly, I do like the story, even though the story is not. It's not the most amazing, but it gets the job done. I would say it's good. It's not.
Yeah.
It is it's basically power fan. It's It's the main character getting. That main. I would say the main character of Solo Level is perfect inspiration. If you are in the rock bottom and you want to be better, just watch that anime. Yeah, I get Sun Viju gets cheats basically, but he still makes the effort to improve himself. So that is a good way.
Yeah, he still tries.
Yeah. And then there's the other anime where there's like a freaking 200 basically obese, like way too overweighted of a main character. He decides to, because he is way too pissed at himself and others because they are bullying him because of his weight. He decides to start training like a motherfucker and train and like lose the weight and yada yada. And then after a few months, when he comes back, he's one of the handsome guys in the goddamn school because he lost the weight.
Oh my god.
And like, there's actually like, it's basically if you have seen Rocky movies or any of the like clips from it, there is like actual training sequence where he trains and runs. So I do like that. I do like a story where main character improves himself in whatever way.
My favorite anime that does that is actually Mob Psycho. Love that. It does it in a different way than like, I'm gonna go get buff or get really strong. Yeah. It's I'm already strong, but not in the ways that I need. And it's very fascinating the way that that like characters like arc is handled. It's very good.
I'm interested to see how Ufotable handles Genshin's story.
Mm-hmm.
They are making an anime if people have forgotten. They released luckily a new teaser for it.
Ooh.
To be fair, that teaser was nothing burger. That was just Lumin and Ether holding hands. But I'm black screen and a black background. Doesn't tell you anything. But again, I kind of suspected that Ufotable is gonna be busy with Demon Slayer, and when that Demon Slayer ends, they are gonna go full focus on that because Demon Slayer is quite one of the most popular animes out there. I haven't seen that because I kind of don't care about it.
I like what Demon Slayer has going about it, but the instant I found out that all the cool like elemental shit they do is actually just their imagination, I stopped being able to take the anime seriously.
Fair. I do like
it's very pretty, it's very well animated. They put a lot of effort into it. And like I like a lot of the characters. I don't like that little yellow shithead.
Yeah, like it is one of the most beautiful animated animes or animated shows in general because holy hell, and Solo Leveling goes to this because holy hell, both of them. Like, I don't know what they are eating in Solo Leveling's anime story. I don't know what they are eating, but holy hell, they can animate.
How long has it been since they've seen their families? That looks way too beautiful.
I know animators in Japan are crunching the hell out of it because they don't get much of paid, but they do a fantastic job and
they do amazing.
And like, it's not luckily what I heard. The freaking Solo Leveling studio fixing which is because I forget it. Freaking. What the hell? Freaking, what's the studio's name? I'm pissed because I freaking know the name, but I forget. A1 Pictures, yeah. A1 Pictures is not as bad. What I heard, they are not as bad compared to Mappa because holy hell, what I heard the horror stories from Mappa.
Oh yeah, Mappa is I'll never forgive them for canceling Yuri on Ice season 2. But man, they work their fucking employees into the ground.
Yep. And also people, this is just a side rant, but please people realize why Attack on Titans in final season, the fourth season, the first four final season, dumbass term, I know, you can thank Mappa for that naming scheme, why they looked as COVID, remote work, and CGI. COVID plus CGI plus remote work didn't go hand in hand, which is that's why they looked ass. But yeah, Mappa likes to overuse their workers basically, and Mappa has the same the kind of same style in every anime. Like the the characters look kind of similar. Again, it's not a bad thing. I would like to see.
Yeah.
I would like to see even a small differences.
Yeah, no, they do a very good job with a very specific type of style.
Yeah,
Which
like
is,
yeah.
you know, it's good, but it's also like
Again,
it's kind of giving like manufactured in some places. Not that it's not like absolutely gorgeous, but
again, it's not as bad. Like Mappa is bad, but again, it's not as bad than Bandai Namco with freaking One Punch Man season 3. And that's that's not animators' fault, because Bandai Namco kind of rushed them and Bandai Namco didn't give the budget for the animators, and like the director had to hire freelancers to work on the thing. And like if anybody looks One Punch Man's manga, any page of any combat scenes, it's one of the most beautiful drawn mangas out there. Like, that's just a fact. If you don't believe me, just look at some of the pictures on One Punch Man's manga. It's so sad that anime is getting down and down. It's sad.
It's very sad, because it really could have been great, but
yeah, like season 1, great. Season 2, it's alright. Season 3, what the fuck happened over there? What anime you would like to see getting either a second season or a sequel?
Let me think about this. I've got thoughts.
I want Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood sequel where freaking Alf goes to the Chinese wannabe. I don't remember the name, but the one that it's basically inspired by ancient China. I want that series, and because I'm still interested what the hell happened over there. And to be fair, it wouldn't be as like epic that Final Fantasy Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was. It would be more like slice of life, but I would be happy. I would like all of just exploring the country and gathering knowledge and bada-bing-bada-boom.
Yeah, more world building would be very nice for Full Metal Alchemist.
To be fair, it doesn't need it. Well, I would just
it doesn't need it, but like if there was more, I would not complain at all.
Yep.
I want to crack open Hiromu Arakawa's brain and just like take a peek inside. I want to know what she was cooking. Sequels. I guess while we're on the topic of Full Metal Alchemist, have you had a chance to check out the new anime that just came out, also by Arakawa?
Yeah, from the creator. My only problem, I haven't, but my problem is the main character looks like the Roy Mustang's girlfriend. I don't remember now the name.
Riza Hawkeye. See, that's fair, and like
it's not a D-star game, but they could have been different one looking, please.
I mean, in the actually animated, he definitely looks way different from her. It's very much so just the hairstyle, and Arakawa has a very distinct way that she draws hair and like characters in general, which is
like the thing is, I haven't seen a trailer for it. It's just that's the only thing I have seen. The main character kind of looks like Risa.
It's the first episode came out yesterday, both in sub and dub. Actually, in like every single dub, I'm pretty sure. Very, very, very good. So good. I will say there's a character in that anime who looks a lot like the main character of Full Metal, which is very funny.
And to be fair,
she got 2 braids, so she's superior.
To be fair, if an artist freaking if a manga creator wants to use similar style with a character, I'm fine with that. It's not a problem for me. But like,
It's just hey, I think I've seen you from somewhere.
yeah, it's fine. Well, whenever I should really catch up with this series because I've been a fan. I did see the first season of this, but Classroom of Elite, I do wanna see that end of because again, Ayako Nochi. It's not the right name, but anyways, that's Aya. I'm gonna say Aya is one of the most, for me, one of the most big brains characters out there. Sequel series / a second season to an anime. I'm already getting one of my most anticipated Evil Saga of Tanya second season, because it's if anybody wonders what the hell that is, it's basically a isekai series where the main character gets trapped into an 8-year-old girl's body, and she is fighting in a World War I in German side. It has a lot of that series has a lot of references, not references, but a lot of ties into German in World War I and in World War II. I'm not gonna say it. Axis. It has a lot of references to Axis on World War II and German on World War I. But it has also it's an alternative history with magic and all that. So it's just my cup of tea because I like history a lot. Madan no Outo Vanadis, Lord Marksman and Vanadis. That's a really good, kind of generic anime, but I did like it. It's that time before Isekai took over. It's basically it is time when there was a main character was way too OP, and he learned that like suddenly. That was that time. And he's an archer, and I do like all archers, and he's quite good in that. What's the Overlord season 5? Please give it to me. It's my Overlord is my favorite isekai out there, honestly. I would like to see Akamega Kill season 2. That's never gonna happen, by the way, but still. Like, I would like to see Akame. What the hell happened to her after Tatsumi? Spoiler already died in the fight in the Empire. I would like to see this continuation of that.
Yeah, see where it goes from there.
Because I do believe she goes to in some kind of disabled country, and yeah, if I remember correctly, it's been a while. Kakegurui, horny gambling anime. Because that girl explodes every time when she's in gambling mode.
One that I've heard a lot of conversation about is whether or not Soul Eater should be remade so that they can actually fully cover the manga.
Soul Eater, yeah, Soul Eater. I'm trying to think because that sounds familiar.
That one's the technically the sequel to Fire Force.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I know.
That one was made back in
2015, 16, 17, something like that. Oh yeah. Seraph of the End. Because that world and that story is quite interesting, but they basically ran out of source material, if I remember correctly, or the manga didn't never got finished or something like that. f- uh, hmm.
We need a second season of One Piece, I think. I think it's about time.
They are. I'm excited. I'm somewhat excited for the remake of the anime, just because
Yeah.
what I've heard. First of all, it's coming from Witch Studio, which I do like because Witch Studio makes good stuff, and they are cutting off basically all the filler, and it's basically all the important arcs in a main story. Is it going to be as great than the current one? Maybe not. Probably not. But if it's streamlines like the anime to be basically like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Attack on Titan or one single package basically that you can watch from one to point from one to start to the end point that you don't have to go into a goddamn guide. I'm all for it because I do want to start watching One Piece, but the problem is I don't have the energy to watch over 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, and that one's a rough one because that one's really it's a commitment, and it's difficult to at least as someone who is watching it really like uh it's hard to imagine how that much story is going to get compressed down into something a little bit more edible for everyone else, because there's a lot that goes into One Piece. There's a lot of like tiny things that happen that matter so much later. So I'm very interested in seeing how they go about actually making that happen.
And also, this is not a diss or anything like that, but it's gonna have one consistent art style because, of course, like, and One Piece started and not at 90s, and of course, animation to some has like to me it has improved. So
I think every stage of the art style does have its own value.
yep.
I think it'll be very interesting to see how they kind of how they settle on one singular art style to work with and just go with that same one.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, they probably are gonna improve it season by season by season. But what I mean is, it's not like the same. If it's not gonna be the same when you look from the 90s to like 2010, for example.
No, they're gonna have set models and like or like reference models to go off of, and they're going to have.
It's same like with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like the start point and the end point animation is similar, but the end point is kind of better because they had longer time with that. They improved that, yada yada yada. Journey of Elena. I would like to see second season. It's a quite good, quite beautiful. First of all, witch anime. The main character is a witch, and she does witch things, and she has an obsessed girl following her. And she is it is a good friend. It is a good 12 episode. It's not a romance or anything like that. The freaking obsessed girl, it's more of a fun joke, and luckily she is an actual character, thank god. And animation is really good. English dub also really good. Both are like Japanese and English dub are great. And it doesn't look bad at all. It looks again beautiful. And the magic spells, they look fantastic.
Yeah. Another one that I'm looking forward to getting a second season of is Gachiakta.
Why that sounds familiar?
That one is the trash anime, where they use trash to fight each other.
I should look that up at some point because that looks fun.
That one's very good. The English dub is fucking insane. Like actually bonkers, and the animation itself is just very, very nice. And good fight scenes. Very yummy fight scenes.
I'm trying to think another one. I cannot think anymore, but
Real.
but what anime kind of deserves a remake?
Let me think in my heart of hearts.
I would like to see Cowboy Bebop, basically just remastered. The same cast, same plot, just streamlined and with the better animation. In quotation marks, better animation, because everybody has a what is a good animation and what is not. But like, give me a Castlevania style animation. I don't that or something like that.
That would be interesting.
Or something like that, like a more heavier style animation. Berserker, just again with Castlevania style of an animation. Don't change the story, don't change anything. No. Just improve the animation.
No CG, please.
We already got the monster name Berserker 2012 that it was 3D.
Yeah, no, that's.
I will, for the fun shits and giggles, I would like to see a remake of the first ever anime out there.
That would be cool. That would be super cool.
I don't know what would that be, but why not? Maybe when we hit 2040, 2050, a year actually, Full Metal Alchemist remake.
That would be interesting.
Honestly,
I would like them to revisit the 2003 anime.
No, well, the thing is, Full Metal Brotherhood basically remake of that.
Well, that's also not true either, because I mean, technically, it's just a different adaptation.
Better one for that.
I mean, it depends on how you feel about it. I think if they were to remake the 2003 story and flesh it out a little bit better, it would have been like, I personally like both Brotherhood and 2003 like a whole lot. Obviously, Brotherhood is the more quote-unquote faithful adaptation. Meanwhile, 03 kind of ran off and did its own thing. But 03 did some shit that I think is absolutely, like, fascinating.
It's just that I prefer Brotherhood because it's basically... No, it's not one-to-one, but quite one-to-one. Quite one-to-one faithful to the manga.
I like having a little extra content to like... A little extra, like a what-if story almost to go off of like, what... Let's take this timeline and just make it slightly more fucked up.
Yeah,
I like having that option. And the movie was beautiful.
To be fair, the 2003, the reason why it's so different to the Brotherhood, because well, when they were making Brotherhood, they had the manga finished. When they were making 2003, they didn't have the manga finished. So
no, they just had a few key points that the author thought was important that she passed over to the animation studio, and that along with a couple things, and then she basically just went, "Hey, go hog wild. Good luck."
And then when 2008 or 2000, whenever they were doing when Brotherhood were actually in the development, then the authors decided, actually, let's do this properly. or the studio decided, I don't care. But yeah, because on 2040, 2050, it's gonna be like 31 years, 21, 31 years when Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood got its release. And One Piece, I'm taking the same way, like One Piece remake was announced like 20 years after the first episode of the anime. So I would think like 20 years, 30 years, they're gonna probably remake Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is fine.
I think that would be interesting.
Same again, same like 2060, 2070, Attack on Titan remake. I would be interested because there were some scenes that I would love to see from the manga, but nope. I'm still hopeful that they are gonna animate the new manga that Hajime Isayama, or the new volume that Hajime released, 34, which basically is about Levi and basically it's after story. I would like to see that animated.
Ooh, yeah.
Because Levi is one of the one of the more interesting characters in that world. Which, to be fair, a lot of characters are interested in Attack on Titan. And also, if that anime just proves humans we are a dumb species, it just improves.
Oh yeah,
we are just a dumbass species because cycle of war doesn't want to stop. And it shows. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood way long. The thing is, it doesn't need a remake, but the thing is, anime's studio wants money, and that's an easy money maker.
Oh yeah. I know, we're lucky we only got 4 live action Full Metal Alchemist movies.
Oh god, those are it.
The second one was alright, the rest of them are trash.
I have only seen the Netflix one, and that was ass.
Oh. There was because there was the original Netflix live action, and then they made 3 sequels to it.
And like the thing is with like 2015, 2014, 2016 like Netflix adaptations, they didn't care shit about source material. To be fair, they don't. To be fair, most of the time they don't care. Nowadays, had all too, but even less back then.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see an anime of Apex Legends. I would like to see an anime because that has a lot of character already. It has a lot of lore. And I just want to see my boy Revenant animated. But yeah, I would like to see more Star Wars animes.
Ooh, yes.
Because Star Wars Vision is a good show. And for me, what makes a good show in a long going franchise like Star Wars is if they make a show or movie that you don't have to know basically add anything about the franchise.
Yeah.
If you know the basic of the like what is a Jedi, who's the bad guys and who's the good guys, that's good enough. That's like if you know that, that's good. And Star Wars Visions, since you don't have to know anything basically about it, that's perfect. And
yeah.
Like they're like yeah. I would. It's not actual. This is not an actual animating, but I would like to see more animes doing more games. Not license straight like from like not like the Attack on Titan game where it's basically following the anime plot with your own protagonist, but like what Bandai Namco is doing with the Sword Art Online single player game.
Yeah,
that is it's already
taking the concept and then
they are making they are making their own version of that story because I don't think Kirito will be there, thank God. it's the story. I believe the game story is basically it's the first season of Sword Art Online, thank God, because season 2 was a holy mess. But you get stuck into the game, and the first floor and the second floor are in the game. So, and you get to create your own character, and there's like permadeath in that game. So I would like to see that. I would like to see that in the, like I want to see an original game set in Full Metal Alchemist world.
Yeah.
Or an original game set in Attack on Titan, or Apothecary Diaries would be difficult, but if they made a Telltale style of a game, that would work.
Yeah, like that would be cool actually.
And I'm avoiding visual novels because for me they are meh at best.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my zoomer brain, but I prefer seeing animation and dialogue than a picture. and a text.
Totally fair. That's yeah.
But yeah, Lord of the Rings anime, not made by Amazon, please, because Amazon screw you. Rings of Power was useless show. But yeah, Lord of the Rings anime, please. I want that. Because how that world has
so much,
so
much good shit,
and so much lore. It's probably one of the biggest lores you can take. And there is a rumor going out that Warhorse Studios, aka the guys who made Kingdom Come Deliverance, are making a Lord of the Rings open world game.
Ooh.
Equal, they are they are trying to compete with Hogwarts Legacy. And no matter what you think about certain author who made Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy is basically a perfect game for a Harry Potter fan. And Hogwarts is wow, it is well done in that game. But if they are trying to make that, but in Lord of the Rings, sign me up. If I can be Sauron wannabe, I'm happy. But yeah, because to me Sauron's armor is one of the coolest. Or Witch King's, his helmet is really cool in the last movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lord of the Rings anime, please not the main character be Gollum. No, thank you.
Please.
Because
it would be kind of funny.
It would be kind of funny, but I don't want to repeat of Hunt for Gollum. That game traumatized me because that Gollum looked ass. Monsterverse anime would be cool. Monsterverse being movies that I believe there's the Monarch of Legacy TV show is in that universe. Then King Kong Skull Island, Godzilla vs Kong, Godzilla X Kong New Empire, Godzilla King of Monsters, and Godzilla 2014 are part of that universe. But like there is an actual Godzilla anime movie trilogy, and I just want to see because and what one thing anime does probably the best are fighting scenes. So I would like to see a big ass gorilla fighting.
Yeah.
Two kites just fighting. I would like that because that will look probably quite good with the right hands. Not under Bandai Namco. No, thank you, please. Alien. I would like to see an Amnesia anime.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Amnesia, the Dark Design, Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, Amnesia, Bunker, any of the games you can basically adapt. I would be happy. Because I haven't seen. I know I'm not quite lazy with horror animes, but I would like to see more horror animes. And there is quite a bit of material to adapt.
Oh yeah, there's a ton.
And you can make it. I would like that to be the first, not the first, but one of the first mainline animes that have it's basically first person anime. Again, you don't see the main character except if he goes in front of a mirror, of course. But I would like to see an anime that is basically on first person because that will be at the same time a challenge and probably fun-ish for a viewer, because that way viewer can imagine himself to be in this, and that way the horror might be even more scarier because you see the horror from the main character's perspective.
Yeah, you're like in there.
Yeah, and horror works when most of the time, for me at least, horror works when you don't see the thing. Like if you see, for example, if you hear screeching or screams of like a victim in a horror movie, you are more scared than you would see if you would see the actual thing.
Yeah.
Of course, there are exceptions like Pennywise. He's out like basically in front of you good amounts of times, but Pennywise is just a scary concept of a like people that clown is scary. All right.
Yeah, that
And you can just imagine yourself being a 7-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old of a kid. You've seen a dad, goddamn demonic clown with his amounts, like the amounts of teeth he has. If anybody wants a good horror show, just watch Welcome to Derry. And you get to see.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to watch It movies. There are references to It movies, of course, but the Welcome to Derry show and it's the freaking sequel season that it's gonna have are gonna tell backstory about Pennywise.
You.
And it's made by the same guys who made the movies, like the newer movies. So Andy Muschietti and Barbara Muschietti, like both are doing that because they love the character. And also Pennywise is his actor, Bill Skarsgård. Yeah, it was Bill Skarsgård. He is Pennywise in that show as well.
That'll be nice.
And he does a fantastic job in there.
Oh yeah.
Like I believe the first season is like 1920s, 1930s Derry. Second season is gonna be like 1700s Derry. And the final, like the third season is gonna be like really early of timeline when Pennywise was in Derry when he crash landed because goddamn Pennywise is freaking big ass thing.
Yeah.
It's an it. He can take whatever form you want. He wants you to be scared. All right. Final question will be: what do you wanna see more of? What do you wanna see VTubers doing more?
This is a good question.
It can be anything.
I gotta think about this one. I gotta think real hard.
More genuine. I would like to see more genuine content.
I guess that's a big thing because currently the market is like really, really oversaturated with a lot of people.
Yeah, and the problem with, again, I'm not coming after anybody, but I do see and feel that a good amount of VTubers are gonna go fake. Not in a sense that they are like acting, but like they say stuff that they don't like. For example, they say that they like the game even though they don't like the game, or they play the game when they dislike the game, or they don't care about it. They just play the game because it's popular.
Yeah, we need more. We need more authenticity.
Yeah, and like I would like to see freaking a VTuber that is doing Warhammer content, like playing the game.
Yeah.
Or actually, that's one thing that I'm gonna be focusing. Rest in peace, my money for that. I'm trying to collect. Starting to collect soonish. Lord of the Rings Warhammer minifigures. Like.
Oh, good luck.
Like the Warhammer company are making like Lord of the Rings miniature figurines.
That's gonna be so cool.
I have estimated the price, and I don't like it. It's around like for the miniatures figurines, it's $400 to $300.
What?
Yeah, like a set of like 15, 16 is like 40 more, like the 3 more important characters, like main characters from the either side, like from the Mordor and from the Shire, are like $50-$60. The dice for both are like, it is expensive, and like the buildings are like 100, 150, 200 around.
I mean,
that.
if they're cool, that's what's important. But holy crap!
Yeah, like that's thing. I was like, oh god.
It's like it's worth it, but also, oh my god, my wallet.
But that's the thing. I'm saving for them. I'm doing that next year. I'm saving that because I'm already saving. currently for one of the Lego sets for Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
It's the Tower of Sauron. The fucking way too expensive.
Oh no.
Luckily, I have already saved for a year, so I'm only gonna basically pay not next month, but in the summer, like 100.
Mm-hmm.
It's 500.
Oh my god!
I have saved
I just
quite a
looked
bit.
up on the Lego set.
Yeah, it is quite expensive, but it's quite beautiful. But I have saved.
Yeah.
I have saved. So, and I always recommend people, if you wanna expensive things, save your money.
Yes.
Because
don't buy it all in one place, please.
Again, I do this with AAA games that are like $70. I save like $10 per month for that. I put on Steam like $10 per month, and when that month or the launch month hits, it only hurts, quote unquote, in quotation mark, it only hurts like $10 on that month's salary.
Yeah.
$10 I can take, $20 I can take, $30 I can take, but if I want to get more games than only one, like per year, like AAA, paying $140, for example, per month, no thank you. But paying $20 for 2 games, AAA games, not bad.
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
And also, yeah, of course, not every game is gonna be for you, but that's a good way. Like, I'm gonna do that with GTA 6 whenever that comes to PC. I'm gonna save up like $10 per month.
Oh yeah.
Because that's gonna be like probably 70, 80. My prediction for the price is $70 because that way Rockstar is because $70 I can say most people, they are not probably comfortable paying that, but they are way more they are way more they have way more of a feeling to buy that game, or need to buy that game. Need is a strong word, but they want. It's more of an advantage to have a $70 priced game than 80, because 80 for a lot of people is no, but 70 or 60, oh, that's fine. I can pay that. And also, if it's 70, no one else can price their game to 80 because their game is less valued than GTA 6. Like a Ubisoft game is gonna, if Ubisoft tries to pay make their game like $80, everybody can say this doesn't have the same value than GTA 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, the side tangent, freaking the Lego set that I've been wanting, I've been saving of that quite a bit. So I'm gonna only pay like $100 when I'm ordering that, because the rest of are on my PayPal.
You're already prepared for it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be quite the fun stream project.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's freaking 83 centimeters tall.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to figure out the camera for.
Yep, and also the problem, where the hell I'm gonna put it, because I don't have a place for it. That's another issue. But yeah, save your money monthly. I know it feels like you're basically, like if you buy something with a monthly basis, that you pay monthly to get until you have, like, if you buy an Nintendo Switch it's 500 whatever, but you take the part-time, like you pay like $15 for 3 years. It kind of feels like that, but it's when you do that you save money, like $10 per month, you get the game like instantly. You don't have to pay freaking the rest 3 years or something like that for it. But yeah,
you don't have to choose between your groceries and a video game.
Yeah. But yeah, more genuine content for VTubers, please. Not more interesting, but more diverse.
Yeah.
Please, because most of the content are from VTubers are covers. Those I will gladly. Everybody, please do those, because I do want to hear more music. But most of them are gaming or yapping.
Yeah, I need more like gaming yapping VTuber friends. I need someone who will sit down with me and play a video game for like 6 hours and just bounce off of me. Cuz that's my usual thing, or my usual like preferred uh not schedule, but like means of hanging out is just get on a game, fuck around, do some bits, make some jokes,
Hmm.
and then and like I need more VTuber friends who are down to just like hang out. Maybe we'll grind some Deadlock. Maybe we'll play something new. Uh what was it the other day we played? Barony, I think it's called. We tried a dungeon crawler game, and we just like bullshitted the entire time, and it was very fun. I also like have noticed, especially as someone who uses Twitter not kind of regularly, there are a lot of uh especially newer VTubers who will start VTubing, make it like a month or two, and then sell all their assets.
Yep, because the thing is, some people might realize that they might try to do that as a hobby first and as a job first, but then they realize
It's a very, it depends on what you want to do, and if you're just doing it for popularity, it's not gonna work out.
yeah.
It's very much so a both a time and a money investment, unfortunately. Well, it doesn't have to be a money investment, but a lot of people do invest a lot of money into into their models and their assets and stuff, and uh you know, a good model isn't going to guarantee that you're going to is not going to equate to a good VTuber. You can have like the best model in the world,
Yep.
and like you'll get some folks from that, but like they want to know you. They want you. And that's like another thing. People are scared to, you know, do what they want. They feel obligated to stick to a specific pattern or like a formula for how they stream or what they do when they stream. In reality, a at least in my opinion, a good community is one that is there to watch you be you.
Yeah, like
They don't want they're not there to just like see anime girl number 37.
yeah, this is not exactly a VTuber example, but just take like Markiplier's Iron Lung. Markiplier's fan base went to watch that movie, and they demanded that movie to be in more theaters than only like 3. First it was on 100, then it was 200, 300, 400, 500, until it reached like 2,000, something like that.
And that entire project was just a labor of love. It wasn't there for profit or for popularity. Yeah. It was there because it was a story he wanted to tell, and his audience cares enough about him to be there for him.
Yeah, because Markiplier is a genuine dude.
He's an authentic individual who is himself. And that's all you need, really.
Yeah, and the staff who worked on Ireland got quite a good payout because because he paid bonuses from the movie's box office, because that's a good thing. I wish that would be I would wish that would be a more normal thing, but it's not.
I know that should be the standard, not the exception.
Goddamn higher ups getting the most money. No, thank you. But yeah, more genuine, more not. It's dumb to say more interesting content, because gaming is interesting, because playing different games are fun. But
like, yeah, you kind of wanna see what else, you know.
Yeah.
Give me a VTuber who does an ARG. Give me an ARG VTuber.
Yeah.
Who's like, their content sure is like, you know, they do whatever they want, but then their lore is behind is like baked into the content they create, and you have to like sniff it out and get like fucking change the opacity on this screenshot and the brightness on this one. And I think it would be very cool to like more method or using more like unique methods to like present your lore and your character and
Yeah.
just yourself in general.
Yeah, like again, that's why I want. That's also one of the reasons I want to be a. I want to be a game dev. It's on my Twitter bio. I'm a game dev first, then a VTuber.
Yeah.
And it's yeah. I don't share it a lot because I don't. It's a work in progress. You would only currently you only see gray textures because there's no textures in most of the buildings in game. But again, that's a thing that I want to do, and I recommend people to first of all start making your own games, learn it, because if you're a single dev and you make as popular, for example, as a popular game then like a Little Company, let's say you're gonna be in a good financial situation.
Not to mention, I feel like as a player, you gain a new perspective on the video games that you do try out if you have a little bit of background in that field.
Don't like
I would not say that I have much experience, but I did back in the day used to play around with silly shit like RPG Maker. RPG Maker and Scratch, and there were a bunch of little places that I poked my nose in, but it's like you get a little extra appreciation for how people construct their games and like how what they give to you.
Yep.
You get more out of it.
Yeah, the point is probably from both of us genuine, more interesting content than only. You can do, of course, like gaming content, of course. It's not a like no, but more diverse. Like I wanna see a content creator, a VTuber that does like game reviews. Why not? Like Actman and like for me, Pricky and Actman are one of my both our favorite content creators, mine, because they're like game reviews are really great.
No, I think having a lot. I feel like we get smushed into this little like, oh, you gotta, and this is nothing against, this is if it works for you and you like to do that content, then that is completely valid. But it feels like a lot of people do believe that they have to be like covers and ASMR and this and that, and it's like, no, you're still a person. You're still allowed to do whatever content you want regardless of what kind of face you have.
Yeah.
I need a VTuber. I'm thinking. I need me a VTuber who goes fishing. And they stream their fishing, their IRL fishing.
But like I don't. For me, again, the genuine point. Make friends to be friends, real friends. But it's simple as that.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. Simple as that. Set your limits. Simple as that. This is not.
Don't overextend yourself.
And don't be in high school. Not everything needs to be a Google Doc or a real drama. You can send like. Again, this is no hate to anybody, but sometimes I feel like I'm like a 40-year-old guy seeing high school drama because holy hell, some dramas are dumbass.
Some of them are just, these two people should have talked in private and just asked, hey, do you not like me? No? Okay, let's not interact again.
Or if there's or if there is a mistake, just handle it private. And also, and this is for all influencers. Stop saying we broke up or we got divorced. I don't give a shit. It's your relation. Like people's relationships are their own business. Yeah. If it's a relationship channel.
Yeah, if it's a girlfriend experience, then it's like, okay, that's kind of. But at the end of the day, our lives is not just the channel.
Yeah.
We have lives outside of it.
If it's a family channel where there's like an actual family doing that, then I understand why they are saying like we broke up, we got divorced, etc. That's I understand. But in a normal relationship, two VTubers are, for example, dating and they broke up. If somebody asks ask if they broke up or why the hell you are not interacting, simple as that. Just say we broke up. Simple as that.
Didn't work out.
Yeah,
Nobody else has been.
It didn't work out. It doesn't. It didn't work out. It's not your business. Simple as that. You don't have to go on a goddamn freaking read a novel about it or that. Yeah. I would say this is what I wanted to talk about with you.
Hell yeah.
Every social of Pythons. Every social of Pythons will be linked below. Go and follow Python on everywhere you can. If you see him going live, say hi from Walter, yada yada. If you like the content, subscribe, yada yada. If you are on Poker Shop or YappingWalters, use my code Walters. You get you support your boy and you get a discount. So yeah, I'll see you again in a few days, at least on Sunday. Bye.
Bye bye.